Transfer petition, a lordship seeking
Just
transfer.
a moment. Just 1 second.
Yes.
This is from the family court at Bhavnagar to
Bhopal.
family court at Bhopal.
The notice has been issued. No one has entered appearance. Lordship is admitted in New Zealand. He is not. He's in New Zealand.
Manoj?
I'm grateful.
Mediation has failed, right?
Yes, madam.
But why do you want to transfer from Gurgaon to
No, because- yes.
Patiala House? You
Yes,
can surely,
because-
I mean, people keep on driving to go and eat food in a restaurant, and you can't come for your own matter.
My lord, even otherwise, if my lords may
Unfortunately,
consider,
the
I
VC
appear for the
VC
respondent.
hearing is not even working in Gurugram. In Delhi, all the family courts, the VC hearings are working absolutely fine.
But you
And-
have to go from Golf Links, where your house is, to Gurugram. Don't
Yeah.
tell me you don't go to Gurugram at
Well,
all.
there are 3 cases that
Even otherwise, my lords.
including a civil suit filed by the father-in-law, and there is a divorce case filed by the wife.
My lord, there is, my
Yes.
father filed a civil suit, my lord. My father filed a 200 CRPC.
So that-
My mother's filed a DV, which is also pending in the same Gurgaon court, my lord. This is nothing but a harassment tactic. Even otherwise, my lords, may kindly consider this.
Mr. Agarwala, who are you appearing for?
Because I appear for the respondent in the matter, my lords.
Wait for until you're called upon. Yes,
So-
what you have to say.
Similar,
Sorry,
in
madam.
this particular case, what has
Otherwise, you know, we might be actually constrained to transfer the proceeding. Yes.
Unfortunately, what has happened is we filed a domestic violence case here. We filed an FIR here in Delhi, my lord. They filed a divorce petition and the father-in-law filed a civil suit for damages. The mother-in-law has filed a DV case. They're just browbeating us with litigation over there in Gurugram. And interestingly,
You know, the only thing is that these are virtually it's part of Delhi. I mean, it's a suburb, and you know, and there also suppose we have occasionally transferred proceedings. Suppose there's a small child, a woman who's staying alone. We'll do that, but you know, you also that you're wanting
she's
a-
suffering from pelvic
From-
inflammatory disease.
from Golf Links to Gurugram is not
Well,
that
pelvic
long.
inflammatory disease she's suffering from. And another difficulty that we face is all appeals from family court will go to Punjab and Haryana High Court, my lord. My difficulty is here we are before the Honorable Delhi High Court itself. And the VC hearings, they are not providing us. We could have,
At that stage, if you want, you can apply for transfer. That let the appeal be transferred to the Delhi High Court. You know, who knows? You may not have to file an appeal.
my lord, that would be if it could be reflected then in the order, my lord, because in the appeal cases, my lord, they will not. Once I face the trial there.
All right, now
My
let's hear
divorce-
Mr. Agarwal.
Sorry,
What-
just one line. my
I'll
lord.
just
My
make-
divorce case is now pending in the family court Patiala House. They have also filed. I'm seeking divorce transfer to the Delhi court, my lord. I filed it subsequently.
You have also filed a
Yes, my
divorce
lord, in
petition.
Patiala House Courts, Delhi. My DV case is in Delhi. My FIR charge sheet is in Delhi, my lord. 3 cases are in Delhi.
When did he file his divorce petition?
My lord, he filed it prior in point
When?
of time. So,
When?
2 years prior, my lord.
13th January 2023, my lord.
And what about you?
21.
21. And what about you?
My lord, in 23, my lord.
During pendency of
September-
this transfer
After
September
filing this
23,
transfer petition, my
18
lords.
September 23, my lord.
My lords, after
under
filing this
submission
transfer
is-
petition, my lords.
We can transfer your petition if you want to Gurugram so that you know
Well,
both
my-
can be heard together.
My lord,
Lords,
only
my matter
difficulty
is that
I've
the petitioner
explained.
All right,
evidence
let
states
Mr.
not.
Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal has been very keen to.
My lords,
let us-
just one
yes,
small
Mr.
thing that I
Agarwal.
wish to point. My lords, just one small thing that I wanted. My lords, they have entered appearance. They've been contesting this matter for the past 2 years, my lords. And it is only, my lords, after filing this transfer petition that the lady has moved now a divorce petition in Patiala House Courts, my lords. And now the matter in Gurgaon, my lords, is already listed for petitioner evidence. At that stage, they want to come over here and, my lord, come here and do what, my lord? Just delay proceedings and do nothing else, my lords. That's the only thing I wanted to point out, my
Alright.
lords.
Yes,
With
Item
regard
3.
to- I'm also suffering from PID, my lord.
Item 3.
Very good.
This is from the family court at Thane to the East District Saket Court, right?
Lordship, both husband and wife are residing together in this matter. They're residing together from the last date of hearing as well. They were together.
Then you can withdraw this matter.
My lord, I am for the respondent here. My lord.
My lords, I'm appearing for the petitioner in the matter, my lords. I have instructions to withdraw the petition.
Grateful.
Most obliged.
Dismissal. Isn't-
I beg to pay for the respondent.
Petitioner?
Petitioner. Let's say petitioner is needy and very poor family background and residing along with her widow mother. और distance between Muzaffarpur to Ludhiana 1,230 kilometers, Your Lordship. And petitioner has not any source of income, Your Lordship.
Lords, if I may point out, my lords, I'm beg to appear for the respondent. My lords have been engaged through the Supreme Court Legal Services Committee. He is presently unemployed. There are 2 proceedings in Bihar. He has filed 1 suit in Ludhiana, my lords. Let her bear the cost for the proceedings in Ludhiana, and I'll bear the cost for attending proceedings in Muzaffarpur. Because I am also, my lords, living with my old parents. I am the only breadwinner, and now I am
You have
unemployed.
also come, your client has come through legal aid.
My lords.
Do is that we will not transfer the suit, but we'll permit you to appear through video conference. So dismiss, but permitted to the usual order for.
My lords, will the respondent also be permitted to appear through video conferencing in the 2 cases in Muzaffarpur, Bihar? Would my lords also?
No objection, Your Lordship.
No, there's nothing here before us today.
Very well. I understand.
Actually, you
I'll
can
apply.
apply.
I'll- Grateful, my lords.
Transfer of a 138 complete.
Two,
Service is not complete.
Your Lordship, service has been completed to respondent number 1. However, the respondent number 2 has not been,
So you serve respondent number 2 and
Your
one.
Lordship, the respondent number 2 has already been served, and
No, but there's an office report says R2 is not served.
these 2 matters are different, my lords. The one matter has been filed by the respondent number 1 in Guhana district. And the respondent number 2 has
Jhajjar.
filed in the Jhajjar district, my.
Only a question of only service, because if you transfer it, there'll be a problem. He'll say that I was never even told about this transfer.
Your Lordship,
Why don't you serve him and come?
as per the given address, we have served it. As per the given address in the summon and in the petition, my lords, I have served it.
When address means what?
The address in which the summon I have received from the court. And the
Because he has typed. Is that the check was stolen, is it?
yes, my lords, and FIR has already been registered against in that allegation, my lord.
But ultimately, the thing is that, is this a case for transfer?
Your lordship may see on page number
All your
17, my lord.
defenses you will have to urge
Your
really in because the check has been dishonored in the place where it
Your
was
lordship,
presented.
if your lordship see, even in the complaint, the checks has been taken in Delhi only. If the respondent thing is seen to be true, the respondent claims that the check has been taken in Delhi only. However, he deposited that check in Gohana and in different districts just to harass me. There are, if your lordship see, on page number 46, annexure 6. Your lordship, there has been an order.
Ask them to serve R2 through the station house officer to the SHO. The office report
Your lordship,
indicates, one second, the office report indicates that the second respondent is unserved. Next, Learned Counsel for the petitioner submits that the service has been, that the address has mentioned. Office report indicates that the second respondent is unserved due to, into inverted commas, insufficient address. Next, Learned Counsel for the petitioner, on the other hand, submits that the address which is indicated in the cause title of the transfer petition is the same address as indicated in the summons which has been received by the petitioner. In the above circumstances, we direct that the second respondent be served with notice through the SHO of the police station concerned. Full stop. A fresh notice shall issue for that purpose. Returnable on. Keep it after 3 weeks. So
Your
that
lordship, there is a stay application as well. And if the petition is not stayed, the matter is coming on 26th of April. I will be
the single judge didn't grant a stay when notice was issued.
no, my lords. I was told that thereafter, after considering so
Let him come back. We'll keep it after 3 weeks.
Your
We'll keep it.
for
Or keep
for
it after
his-
2 weeks.
Your Lordship may see 46 number page, annexure 6.
Yes,
For a
what does
second.
it tell us?
On the bottom of the page, this is an order passed by the learned MM of Rohini Court, and he has directed the SHO to safeguard to take. I read it for my lordship.
You
Be
do
that
this.
as it may
Yeah,
be,
instead of
consider-
3 weeks, we'll keep it after 2 weeks. His service will be completed in that. We'll take it up in 2 weeks.
That's
In the meantime,
LBW will be
you
issued.
can always tell that court that, look, Supreme Court is seized of it, yes. Solicitor General, Mr. Dave.
Lord, learned Attorney General, my lord, for some personal difficulties, not here.
In fact, he
He
told
is the
me last night at the farewell dinner
Yes,
that
my lord, he
may not be
requested
able to
me, my
come
lord, he has
because
sent a
he was
message.
indisposed this morning.
Yes,
Last
very
night
indisposed, my
itself,
lord.
yeah.
Lord, he sent a message, my lord, with a request to me, my lord, to read. It's a short message, my lord. I quote, stealing others' heart is a special gift and does not come easily to the less endowed. I, as a less endowed, in all my humility, wish to say that Justice Bose has that special gift. The days you have spent with us, sharing with us the importance of all-round learning, the value of self-effacement, value of non-disabling mode of bar bench dialogue, and the importance being earnest in the pursuit of truth as the common engagement of all will remain indelible. In a farewell mood and context, we must say farewell of special people are invitations for non-terminable relationships. Statements compressing your multiple facets are difficult, but I, on behalf of the bar, wish to say that do continue to remain special with us in your engagement at the National Judicial Academy. I wish we could emulate your disarming smile and gentle forebodings in our forensic display in court. I unquote. I'll take only a few seconds, my lord. But there are two things which I have always experienced and noticed. As everyone knows, my lord, your lordships have always been in the intellectual pursuit, reading every subject under the earth, my lord. But your lordships have never kept the weight of your lordship's intellect in dealing with the bar. Very difficult, my lord, not to throw the weight of intellect, my lord. Your lordships have always avoided. And if I were to, my lord, call upon to define the term gentleman, the perfect gentleman, Lord, whatever attributes your lordships have would fit into that definition. I wish, my lord,
Alex, can
your
I
lordships are very healthy and very successful life, my lord.
can I just add with
Dr.
your lordship's
Singhvi, yes.
permission? Alex? Can I add?
Yes, Dr. Singhvi.
Alex, I echo whatever has been said. But I want to add, Balas, only this, that the grace which Justice Bose brings has a very special old world charm. It is a very special grace which he brings to the court. When hearing, when dismissing, it is really a pleasure to argue before him. I think that is a very big hallmark of his career. Secondly, in my social conversations with him, I've been impressed by his remarkably diverse reading. He plucks out books and topics, and I've searched for them and benefited from reading some of that on very, very diverse topics of great interest. We all wish him very well, more happy reading, less of SLP reading, and all the very best in his new career.
Lord Chief Justice, permission to address. Lord, so far as General Bose is concerned, Lord, I must say that every member of the bar perhaps would join me in Lord saying that it had been a privilege and pleasure to appear before you. Lord, it was really a matter of great joy because your lordships always, Lord, whether we won, we lost, irrespective of that, your lordships always endeavored to ensure that a smile was on our faces out, during the course of the hearing. And Lord, that's something which was really remarkable because the respect that Lord, the bench bestows on the bar is something which is so important for us to be able to reciprocate and Lord, keep this institution going as it has for last 7 decades, over 7 decades. Lord, your lordships, Lord, has been a great strength to this institution, I must say. Your lordships have, Lord, dealt with the matters in an extremely independent, Lord, and an objective manner, doing just nothing but justice. And that's something, Lord, which I must say, Lord, the bar has appreciated a lot. We therefore, Lord, express our deep sense of gratitude to your lordships for all that you have given to us. And we will always remember your lordships will never go out of our minds, Lord. Grateful to your lordships, and we wish you lots of joys and happiness.
Mr. Patijoshi.
Dear lordships, I, on behalf of the Bar Association, Supreme Court Bar Association, appreciate your presence all through. In fact, we enjoyed thoroughly. Your fairness, sir, will be in fact remembered, and you did not decide a case for the sake of justice. You decided equitably always. And that was so fair, and probably will be encouraging to everybody anywhere, in fact, and to the Bar Association and to the members of the fraternity. Always, sir, you are so warm and always gave us sane advice whenever we went. We went to request you for a lecture, and you choose the topic. You say that which is topic, and sir, we all are greatly benefited. Your absence will be keenly missed, sir. And also, I'll just echo Justice Chandrachud in saying that a perfect Bengali gentleman, Bhadralok, will be missed in this court, sir, with all intellect and humility.
But on behalf of Advocate on Record, I share the same views as expressed by my senior colleagues, my lord. But one thing I find, my lord, that whenever we visited my lord's chamber, my lord, during lunch hour or after lunch hour, my lord was always busy with his work. During even lunch time or after the court hours, my lord. So I pray Almighty to give my lords happy, healthy, and prosperous retirement life, my lord.
Join in the sentiments which have been expressed by all of you. Our learned brother, Justice Anirudh Bose, is truly a man of many parts. Well read, but at his heart, extraordinarily equitable, gentle to the core, compassionate, and a judge who has got an unending source of desire to do justice to the last person in the line. I might share a secret that Justice Bose is only retiring from the Supreme Court. For a long time, we wanted an eminently suitable person to head the National Judicial Academy in Bhopal. And the unanimous vote of the judges was that there could be no better person to fill that role than our academician jurist, Justice Anirudh Bose. He has very graciously accepted this very onerous responsibility of training not just the judges of the High Court, engaging with judges of the Supreme Court and the district judiciary, because this is like our policy think tank at Bhopal. So Brother Justice Bose is going to be joining our academy at Bhopal. Both of us shared much in common, including a love for reading. And I would get some of the most extraordinary suggestions from him, whether it was an article in The Economist that he had read, which he wanted to share with me, or a book on grammar, which he passed on to me to read very recently. We are going to really miss Justice Bose. As I said yesterday in my presentation, he reflects, you took the words from my mouth, Mr. Patijoshi, the Bengali Bhadralok, including, not the least, his attire of the Dhuti Punjabi. He's always turned out, except yesterday when we held a farewell for him last night. He came very properly attired from a judge's perspective in a suit, because he knew that was such a formal occasion. Otherwise, we've always been delighted at his sartorial elegance, which I think he can now return to. His taste, whether it is in reading or in music or in poetry, whether it's prose or poetry, is really truly eclectic. And I think that reflects what a refined personality he is in more than one sense. He has never allowed his personal tragedies to get the better of his judicial work, and held firm at the most difficult of times in his life, not allowing even a member of the bar or a litigant to know what he has been combating. But I think the institution supports each other, and we've been, over the last 5 years that he has been a judge of the Supreme Court, we've developed into wonderful friends, and I'm sure we'll keep that tradition alive. So we wish you all the best, brother. Thank you for all the work which you did here. It's been an honor for us to serve in a court where you are a judge. And we wish you all the best in your new assignment, which we hope you will take over very shortly. Now request Justice Bose to say a few words.
First of all, big thank you. With leave of Chief, I am addressing you. We have learned in these 5 years more than my earlier 60 years. Because Supreme Court, in Supreme Court, not only you learn the law, but also the life and the life of our nation. Because through these conflict areas only get to learn nation best about the health of the nation, how to resolve them. Now, essentially, every day being a judge, my experience has been every day I learned something new. So it was my lack of knowledge of which I became aware of. And this continued on a day-to-day basis. And it is essentially the bar which adds both relation spirit to a litigation. A judge on his own, on his or her own, can decide a matter, but the conflicting views, the way it's presented, assists the court in arriving at a just and equitable solution. Well, now I demit office with great satisfaction, and particularly because all of you have been so supportive, helpful during my entire 5-year period. Thank you again.
And your lordship, we assure that
With
your
my
judgment
learned brother's permission, I'm not returning it back to him.
your lordships, your philosophy expressed through your judgments are not only read by 6 people, it's read by everybody now. And throughout, it's not only the lawyers. In fact, the citizenry also reads your philosophy.
That's what the.
Thank you.
Thank you.